Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
So here we go now. 3rd and inches on this opening drive. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. It's a quick grab. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game. A chance to get him off the feet.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Crosses the 10. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down. And already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Ducks pick up enough for a first down here. And they'll give it to the back. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Second down and goal upcoming. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. That's a big-time drop.
He's running out of time here. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And it's good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Texas. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
PAT makes the score 7-3. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Escapes the sack. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
2nd down after that previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his man, has the first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. You see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
The Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Back in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense stops him short of the markers. And now it's fourth down. And the Ducks will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Caught quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Looking for a gap. It's Miranda. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on third down. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's fourth down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
This will be down on the opponent's end near midfield. Oregon offense is back out on the field. Ball handed to the running back. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. The Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. The gain makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. A pop pass on the jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down, out of the shotgun. He escapes the sack. He lets it go on the move. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
So check it out. Here comes the field goal team. They are a long way out, putting a lot of trust in the kicker here. This one will be a 60-yard attempt. Can he get it there? And he's got it. A booming kick. What a howitzer.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he'll set up to throw. Catch made on the out route. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And here's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Trying to create here on the move. He's got it for a big gain. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Fighting off the defender. Tough running to avoid a loss, and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's an out route, the catch made, and the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Lining up to try the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. We got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Send the back in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
Ducks offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He breaks free. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And a sophomore making an impact play.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's got some open field ahead. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Grab behind the line. It's Miranda. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Short completion. A 3rd down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
There's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Longhorns will line up now. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they go in front here in the second half. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Get this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Ball handed off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. And the Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. The RPO caught to the right. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. The offense just 1 for 3 on 4th down tries today. Here comes a 4th attempt. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Ducks will send their punt team onto the field. And that sets up a return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. That's another aggressive call by this defense, bringing the blitz on 3rd and long.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things this defense has is guys that can cover. When you feel like you have guys that can cover against these wide receivers, it frees you up to be a little bit more aggressive. And this time they dial up that blitz, not worried at all about getting beaten man-to-man coverage. And a good job of timing it up perfectly to get that sack.
Powerful offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Throw to the running back in the flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the pass is incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's a wide receiver screen. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. The Ducks will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 10 now. Touchdown, Texas. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Texas. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. And the Ducks looking to run some tempo here.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense is short of the 1st down marker.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Looking to throw it deep. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Texas. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Texas. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. The kickoff team now set to boot this one away. Texas. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Brings fruit. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up in the play and taken down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. After the big gain, the offense obviously declines the penalty. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake for the defense on 4th down. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking right, this one caught.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route, and heads out of bounds after a decent gain. And the Ducks will crank up the tempo. Running back with the football. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang.
Got space, looking to score. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. The Ducks line up with a 1st and goal. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. 2nd down and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Oregon. This quarterback on fire today. The offense still out there. We're going for 2 here. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They'll work the clock here with the running game.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here comes the bunch formation. Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's picked off over there. What a play. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Quick throw to the left. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. He's going to bring up second down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. This time it's complete. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. It's an out route, the catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down, they're going to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. The linebacker shifting around now. Looking to throw again. The pocket breaking down. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the marker. And the Ducks are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Tried to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a 4th down call. And the Ducks look to convert here on 4th down. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Touchdown, Ducks. This offense cannot be stopped. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback just kneels down. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football